Welcome to the SyFy Sistas live show.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my God. We're so excited to be back. Welcome to the SyFy Sistas live show on a Tuesday night. I'm Sister Tamia. I am joined by my sisters, Yvette Blackman-Tom.
Hello.
And Sabrina Wood.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, y'all. We missed you. It's so good to be back. Okay. So, yes, as you know, this is the Vegas recap show. We were out there doing the thing in Vegas. I choo-chooed and they did an extra choo-choo and it was awesome. And this
everybody's out in the chat.
I know, right? The whole world is up in this chat tonight.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, Joel. We met Joel in person. That was so dope.
So dope.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
And of course, Anne-Marie. Yay.
Yeah.
So, Purple Heart.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, and the hard part about Vegas this year was like, even though Yvette and I were really happy to be there, we were minus two sisters.
Yeah.
And you know, that was oh, I'm sorry. We missed you guys so much. We missed Fran and Sabrina so much, but like there was tons of love sent to you.
I'm sitting here with popcorn, like waiting for the show. Tell me what happened.
I'm still exhausted too, Joel.
No joke.
I'm exhausted. You have no idea.
No joke. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm. Man, happy Tuesday. Yes, happy Tuesday, Dave.
That means you know you had a good time.
Yeah.
Right? And we did. STLV. We see Anne-Marie Siegel out there. Hey, Anne-Marie. STLV, she's one of the reasons why STLV is so phenomenal every year. One of the main reasons why it's so phenomenal. And, you know, we love you, girl. So, so, you know, it was a real blast. It was a lot of work, but it was a really successful, I would say successful convention for us. And quite beautiful, right, Yvette?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was, I was telling people before, it was successful all around. You know, it was definitely worth us going. It's our big event. It is what we work for the whole year. You know, that is exactly what we work for. So it was a success. Everything we needed, everything we worked for to get it done actually worked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Stephanie says she only sees Sabrina on the screen. Is anybody else having that issue too? Or it's better now? Okay.
What happened?
It's better, Stephanie? I mean, now I don't see Sabrina. So
I don't see Sabrina at all. She's gone.
Yeah, she left us again. Okay.
Let's see if we can. We've been having so many technical issues. I think it seems like every single one of us is having something. So
yeah,
I am on my cell phone. I am on my cell phone, and you cannot do the chat. Be on the cell phone. It's like I went to the chat, knocked myself out. I'm like, oh my God, join the chat. I was afraid to press a button. I'm sitting here like, I miss Vegas. Don't let me miss the live recap too.
That's hilarious. We're like, oh no, not Sabrina. We're all having trouble. No,
I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh, hey Maya, how you doing? Oh man, friends that we met in Vegas, so awesome. Hi Lucia. Like I see all y'all. I'm not gonna start shouting out people because I'll be shouting out all night. That'll be the whole damn show. It was like a little mini Vegas here right now.
It is so much fun. People are popping in. I hear a lot of popping in. This is great.
So we should get the show on the road, right?
Sure. Right.
We should. I got there early. I got there a day early. I had a night that was really great, and I mean, my flight got in like at 7, right? So I got to the hotel at like 8, and all I could think about was it's been so long since I ate. You know, it's been so long since I ate.
About you eating.
Yeah. So, I turn the corner out the hallway, and who do I run into but our buddy, our jewel slinger extraordinaire, none other than Josh Klein.
Yay!
Hey, Josh.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
What's happening, everybody?
Vulcan salute.
That's right. It's my new favorite thing. It's right up there with "Damn you, two Pip Kim."
Oh my gosh!
So
that was so much fun.
Josh was with us the whole time in Vegas selling. Hey, Rita. Selling his jewelry at the SyFy Sistas line, which I'm sporting tonight. Yeah. Hey, Tiffany. Gosh, dang, we got all the people up in the house tonight. This is what's up.
I didn't even get that far yet.
I know. Got Kelly, Marshall, War Dog Heim. Haven't seen you in forever. What's up, boy?
War Dog Heim.
Anyway, so we had a ton of people coming up to the table to check out this jewelry, and Josh was doing the thing. Josh, tell them a little bit about what you brought to Vegas this year.
Well, I was pretty excited. I got to make similar to but legally distinct from Star Trek jewelry, and I made a number of ear studs that had the division logos on them that came out really cool. People dug those. I definitely sold all of my SyFy Sisters earrings and took orders for a number of pendants that I still got to make. And
wow.
Yeah, it was great. I sold a lot of jewelry. People were really excited. Probably the most exciting thing was giving away some jewelry to Dawn Lewis. And she just stood there and took her earrings off, and I wasn't sure she was going to beat me up or put on the earrings, but she did put the earrings on, and so
Josh been hanging out with us too long.
Yeah,
no, she was really excited, and then I got to see her do some panels wearing earrings I made, so that meant the world to me. But yeah, it was great. It was really well received. Plus, I got to make a cool sci-fi case. Usually I make rustic country looking cases, and this time I got to make a cool sci-fi jewelry
Kelly
case.
said it's that box. It's a beautiful case, and you were so right, Kelly. It is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was a great addition to the table. That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, I sure had fun. I had a great time hanging out with you guys and selling all the shirts.
Yep. We're supposed to have wait, let me see. Oh, yes. So we have one of our hi Ryan, I see you. Waving at me. Backstage, people are waving. So we wanted to bring in Matthew. And with Ayana May is not going to make it tonight. She is very, very tired, and she wanted to say hello to everybody and that she misses us all. But we wanted to bring Matthew on because he was part of our little table crunch there. I mean, they Ayana May, Josh, Matthew, Karen. I mean, they just helped us out a lot because we know we were 2-man down. So it was really nice to have so much help. So I also want to bring on Karen, one of the APs.
Hello, everybody.
We have another AP in the chat, Stephanie, who said no to being on screen.
This is our little family that was here with us on -1, that was basically running everything at the table this year. So it's like we missed our 2 sisters, but we have it takes a village.
I felt you were in good hands.
Yeah,
I felt you were in good hands when I knew these guys were going to back you up. So I was like, phew, okay, I can rest. I can rest at home and just drink my Ensure while you guys are doing all the work.
That's right, Kelly. It was the table crew.
Yep.
I was trying to do the coffee run. I was like, y'all get some coffee. That was like the start of the day.
Let me tell you, these folks took care of us, and they did for real. Karen made sure that we had food at all times. She also made sure that we were actually eating and taking care of ourselves. And she was like, get that look, like she's like, no, eat now. You know, and it was like, oh shit, I'm not okay. Yes, ma'am.
Because you get so caught up in everything. Because as y'all saw, you know, we're selling, but we also have to also entertain while we're at the table. At that table, you know, we have to be engaging also. So it does. You kind of forget. You know, you get caught up, and then the whole day is gone, and you haven't eaten. So definitely appreciate what you guys did for us. Getting that coffee in the morning. Whoo, child. Those are some desperate minutes. You have no idea.
Let me tell you, I had to deal with this heifer with that coffee. And I should have a goddamn gold medal, is what I should have.
Ooh, I feel the same way, girl. Ooh. Because you drove me crazy.
That's nothing new.
That's true.
You're used to it.
I mean, I gotta say, just from like, you know, being on the side and just watching a little bit, talking to people at the cons. I mean, being at a con, if you've been at them enough, you start to see the same people, you know, especially go to the same cons all the time. So it turns into kind of like a family reunion a little bit. So you see a lot of the same faces. And I mean, at the SyFy Sistas table, you know, people are always coming over to say hi, checking in. You got the actors and the guests that have been on, like coming up and saying, hey, like Celia Rose, like came up, and I can't remember which auntie, she just came up and like hugged somebody from behind.
Me? She always does that to me.
So it's like, you know, yeah, you really do get caught up in it. You get, but I mean, it's a good thing. But you know, you gotta replenish yourself too.
Right. I just got to give a shout out, like not the Asians from Canada up in the chat. Yay! Hey friends!
Hey friends!
I went to the Chinese restaurant the other night and I was like, God damn, why are my friends not here to order for me? Ain't nothing on this menu I want.
Oh, you know what we couldn't get? We couldn't get the Martin ordered some kind of tea leaf or I don't know, some kind of salad. We could not, wasn't on the menu, would never had it again.
Right.
Never had it again after you left.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hey, that's Jenny awesome. Johnson, we see you too, girl. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
Yvette, so yeah, should we get into the day one? Sure. I mean, do we have setup stuff or just day one?
Well, we have all kinds. We have all the days.
Okay, so we'll start with there was the setup day, which was Tuesday, which was a really long day, y'all. Because we had to be in there at the crack of dawn. It's like, I mean, it was early. It was a really early day. And it was a really late day. You know, because the vendor's room was open until 10 p.m. that night.
It's crazy.
For VIPs. So we were there quite some time. There's Ayana May looking all cute.
Yeah, that was our setup at our first table.
That was the first table, and Ayana May, #1 salesperson.
Woo, child! She's and I mean literally #1 salesperson on Square every day. She's very proud of that. Very proud.
Well, she has some energy. Let me tell you.
Her elevator speech was great. She would just get out there and boom, boom. Hey, have a great con. Yeah. I tried it, but it didn't sound as good as when she said it. So
I know, right?
Happy con.
Happy con.
Happy con.
I would just sit on the side and just watch her work. I was like, let me take some notes. Let me take notes because that energy and just the engagement that she had. Listen.
Yeah, she sold some shirts. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I appreciate her. Shoot, that was great.
Yeah, she really worked that thing. It was great.
Yeah.
So
before I want to say I see JR Pool in the chat, and I mean we sold a lot of shirts, but guess who made those shirts?
It was JR
Pool who put the work into those shirts.
Yay!
You know, I love working with this man. He I have a vision. I give it to him. If it doesn't look, he's like, that's not going to really work on a shirt. He'll let me know. But then we work on it. And when he gives it to me, it's exactly what I thought it would be. So I want to give a shout out to JR. He always makes the shirts look so professional. People are always asking, who does your shirts? And I always go, I got a guy. I
Yes,
wanted to give him a little shout out because I appreciate everything you do there, JR.
And everything that she said, and times a million, and also the sweetest human being on the face of the earth. Like, like, thank you, JR, for just being the best person ever. You're
Hey,
so kind.
Sailor. Hey, Sailor
Marge.
Hey, Marge. Our other AP.
Marge.
Right, Lamaya, you were up front. That's right, on Tuesday.
That's right.
I remember talking to Anthony Montgomery, making him cry.
Yeah.
All right, so
this is Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. So Wednesday was a packed day, and then I did my first panel. Thank you, Ryan and Anne Marie, for letting a sister get these opportunities to be on the main stage. I mean, it just means a lot to me. And so I had my first panel with James Frayne and Rekha Sharma and Alan Van Sprang, all from Discovery. And it was really dope. I was super nervous about this panel in particular because I'd never met any of them before. So I was going in, like, when you do the panel, you just go in like backstage and you meet these people. If you haven't met them before, it's literally like maybe 5 minutes before you're going on the stage and you're meeting. And then it's like, lights, camera, action, so it was cool, and they were all wonderful. They were so awesome. They were so sweet, and we did end up having a really good conversation, and it was cool. And all my friends were there, so I felt good.
That's a big room.
It really is. It really is a big room. Yeah.
You look totally at ease there. Considering you'd never met them. I was like,
definitely a natural.
Thank you.
Natural.
Thank you so much.
That's for sure. When she came back, it's, I guess not that day, but when we finally got to our other table, we could see straight down the hallway to when people come in. So every day I would always wait because I didn't make it to all of her panels. Somebody had to be at the table. So I would wait, and knowing her panel was getting ready to end, and I would wait for her to come around the corner, and I just be watching, and I could see her, I'm like, yes, it went well. One time she tried to trick me and she didn't do anything, and then she came to me, she was like, yes. It was, because I'm like, okay, people are gone. That means everybody's into the main room, so that means it's going to be full. People come back. I'm like, okay. Oh, yes, she did well. Great job.
Yeah, that's something I gotta say too, is that just watching people's reactions after the panels. And I mean, for one, again, it's that engagement, right? And people come over and they come up to you and they speak. But I don't know if anyone, underestimates the panels, but it really is another opportunity to speak and to engage with people and to inspire people as well. I think that's something that I learned. And again, with that, with watching people come up to the table afterwards, it's partially because of, to me, the panels that you had, getting to talk to people, getting to engage with people. I hope I'm not jumping ahead too much.
No, go ahead.
There's a really great, the panel that you did with Dawn Lewis.
Oh no, wait.
Okay, just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's at the end. That's Sunday.
At the end.
Wait till Sunday, sir. Wait till Sunday.
What I'll add to that is that I was with Tamia a couple of times after when people came up in the hallway, and yes, you're a natural. Yes, it was great, but several times people commented on the uniqueness of your questions, because let's face it, you've been at one con or one panel, you've been at 1,000, and the moderators sometimes ask the same old nonsense. And this was a different vibe, different questions. Yeah, it was great.
Thank you.
And Tamia, since you finally met those three, what was your sense of them? Because we don't have any, unfortunately, we don't have any clips from that.
I know. I wish we had clips from that panel. Hey, Salon Trek, what's up? I felt like, okay, if we could ever get Reka on our show, and she did seem interested in coming on, I would love to have her. Like James Freen was awesome. He was so much funnier than I thought he was going to be. And
he played Zarek. So
yeah. Well, I mean, but like, he's done some really serious roles, and he does all kind of like these kind of shady to evil people, a lot. And but he's just so laid back in a way that I found really appealing. Like if I didn't know that was James Freen and we were at the bar, I'd be like, I want to kick it with this dude. I think he's funny, Alan Van Sprang, I literally got tongue-tied in the middle of a sentence in the panel because he was sitting right next to me, and we were like this close to each other, and I got lost in the beauty of that man.
Wow.
Like, I swear to God. I was like, and I had to tell everybody, I had to tell on myself a little bit. I tried to, I didn't totally tell on myself, but I was like, okay, like I didn't say brain fart at that time, but I did have a complete brain fart. And like, I was like, oh my God, his eyes are stunning. But he was so gracious. He was so kind to me. They all were. They were, but it especially in that, and he made sure that he told me that he really enjoyed the interview, the moderation, and and thanked me for it. And I was like, yay, that made me feel good. All of them made sure that they were all very gracious to me, because they don't have to be, right? And they're in a rush. Yeah. They're in a rush. There is no downtime. There's very little downtime. Like, so they come in the back, you might get a few minutes with them. Like, you just got to stick your hand up. If you don't know them, you just got to, hi, I'm Tamia. I'm be your moderator, like blah, 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 whatever it is. Right. And then afterwards, their creation has all these posters there that everybody signs. Everybody who's been up on the main stage signs, and it's like 13 posters. Like, it was a lot of posters. So then they got to go through and do that, and their handler is back there with them, and they're like, "Hurry up, get to the sign. They got to get to the next thing." Da 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 da. And so it's a lot. And so for people to make sure that they take the time in between all of that to tell you that they think that they enjoyed themselves while they were up there, that means the world to me. Like, I'm still running on cloud 9, because of this convention and what I got to do on it, and thank you all for saying that I'm a natural at it. It feels that way to me. When I am up there, I feel like I'm doing the thing that God put me on this earth to do. And I don't feel like that any other time of my life.
Yeah.
Like it is the thing. Like, I know it, And so, that's why I always say, like, thank you to Ryan and Anne Marie and and Stephanie Gangone, and people who give me the opportunities to do this and to grow this. Hopefully I'll be doing a lot more of it. I hope.
Yeah,
I think you will.
You will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I have anything to do with it, you will.
And we know Yvette makes things
Look
happen.
out. Look out.
I try. Well, after the only other thing I have for Wednesday is this great picture. So Gabrielle only was there for 2 days, and she just showed up at our table and was like, I turned around and there she was, and we were talking, having great conversation. We took a picture. We were just talking like we were, old friends. And I think we've talked to her a few times, and she's just so genuine. I don't know. I just adore her. She's just like the rest of that cast. I don't know what it is with us in that cast. It's just we just fall in with them. It's I just don't know what it is. We just love them, and she just fell in with the rest of them. We talk about the baby. We talk about just mommy things, women things. It's just regular. We're not talking about the show, just talking as women, So it was wonderful to see. I was really sad that she wasn't going to be there the whole time, but
Yeah.
you know, she is super busy and has 2 very small children. So, but it was really good to see her. I wanted to make sure we gave her a shout out because, you know, she was the first person to come at our table and just be like, I can't believe you guys are here. I missed you so much. That type of thing.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Isn't that the same day
Anna?
that Ace McFadden came running by and then ran right back? And
No, that wasn't the day yet. I haven't.
I missed that.
That on the record.
Oh my God.
I don't know where I was when that happened. I'm so sorry that I missed that.
Yeah.
The days really blended together. I mean,
Yes,
to be
They
fair.
really did.
Yeah.
They totally did. Oh, poor baby. Get some water. Drink some water. Somebody go pat her on the back.
Oh yeah. Listen, that's another thing too that I learned from these cons is hydrate.
Mhm.
Also, like get you some tea with lemon, some honey. Like
Yeah.
Honey. Yes.
I mean, like the AC was good, but also like the AC, and if you're gonna be talking a lot with people and talking on the stage,
Yeah.
you gotta
So
look
dry.
that throat.
So dry. I mean, Vegas
we
is
went through
dry
a
anyway.
whole I don't know how many cases of water we went through. It was insane.
Yeah. I learned this year I brought my own electric tea kettle and I brought my own my own honey and my own tea. Well, they got honey for me at the store when we made a run to the store because Josh had the car so we could go to the store. Yay.
Yay. And Josh he had that car, and I mean, he helped us pick up, you know, all the shipping stuff that we had. And I just wanted to say that, you know, Josh made sure every morning, okay, what's the plan? What do I need to come get? What do you guys need? You know, it was like it was the 3 of us. And when Ayana May was there, our morning started with each other. You know, it was all about, okay, what's the plan? Let's do the count. What do you need from my room? What do I need to get for food? It really it just became this homogenous group of people going, let's get this done.
I'm
you know,
sorry,
so I
Rita,
wanted to say thank you to Josh and Ayana May for, you know, being there for us, because it's a big project to put this on. It's not just going and having fun. There's a lot of stuff that has to be done daily. So thank you very much.
A lot of logistics.
Yeah, a lot of logistics.
And it was my pleasure.
Yeah,
I had a
thank
great
you
time.
very much.
So much fun.
Excuse me, Rita, I don't use my honey in the hood while I'm out. I save that for my special times at home. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
The good stuff.
Yeah, you got to bring your own stuff. That's
yeah. Sure. I also brought my own coffee maker. I just hid it when the cleaning staff came in. But it helps. I just put it in the bottom drawer. But it some days,
I did too.
You know, it's nice to have your coffee in the room.
Oh yeah. Next year the plan is make sure Josh brings up a real big coffee pot that we all can just pour from.
We'll just make a coffee bar.
Yeah, right.
A full coffee bar, and you guys can just come and make coffee. I'll bring the good stuff.
Tiffany, I was thinking about the same thing. I was thinking about trying to find a small humidifier to bring to that. At least I can pop like next to the bed. But you know, the Rio, like the issue with that, I thought this through. I really thought seriously about this. But the issue with the Rio is that there's all like plugs are hard to come by.
Oh my God.
You know, and like there's one plug at the bed. You got 2 beds, you got a table in the middle, and there's a lamp on it, and that's the only plug. So like, God forbid, but if you're trying to charge like more than one device at a time, you know, you know, but I mean, we can make it work, you know, like, I mean, you know, we can get a humidifier when you're out there, you know, like just get a cheap one and gift it to somebody or something, you know, and so you don't have to travel. Yeah, Chuck's been in here for a hot second now.
Wait,
and he was,
is there like no plugs on the wall at all? Was
very few. They're but the rooms are big and it's like really far away.
Yeah,
and they're really far away from you. Like
they're on the lamps. So I had 2 lamps.
Yeah.
But if you bring it helps to bring a travel cube, so you have multiple
right.
plugs or whatever, but there really aren't. And And this is in the upgraded tower, because I remember a couple of years ago, I was in the other tower. I didn't have as many plugs, and I only had 2 this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the lamps. It's not the best setup.
Yeah, everybody talking about bringing a surge protector and a extension cord is absolutely right, or a cube, you know, like you're absolutely right. And I will learn.
Right.
At least I learned about my tea. I got to take it in order of importance, right? Because you know that like the first day, I usually lose my voice the first day of every con, and it took like 4 days for me to lose my voice this time. But why? Because I had my own tea. And honey, I had hot water, and I learned how to shut up a lot of the time. Like I stopped trying to be like loud in loud places. I just like,
good call.
like there was a lot of times when there were a lot of times when I just didn't join the conversation because it was just too loud.
That's definitely how I lost my voice, was shouting at people at the bar and all that. So.
Yeah, I wasn't at the bar like as much this year, you know, like we were hanging out other places or like watching the movies and stuff. So
yeah,
that helped.
Nice.
Yeah.
Even the vending room is loud.
That was a nice touch.
It was.
The movies at night. Yeah.
So Sabrina, really nice remember last year where like we would walking when you go from the convention center like over to Masquerade, and they had all the plywood up, and they're like, sorry, we're under renovation. That whole area is the whole new movie area. That's so dope. It's got 3 huge screens, so you can see it from either side, and all these plush chairs and table service and stuff. So they had a different Star Trek movie every night.
Yeah, and it's great because it allows you to step away from the kind of the chaos of the masquerade.
Yeah.
You know, and for those introverts, and there were a lot of them, it allows them to be with people and feel without being in it. And so I see a lot of people sitting there watching movies with other people. You can be alone and be with people. I have to say that was one of my top 3 favorite things.
Me too.
So,
I gotta
Ryan and Anne-Marie, good job.
Yes.
I felt like Rio actually cared we were there this year.
Yeah.
Like in the past, I felt like, did they know we were having a Star Trek convention?
Right.
This year, I really felt like they cared. I mean, we had more bartenders, we had more servers. There was no smoking over there. There
was no smoking over there. That was brilliant.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
I gotta say, there was a friend of mine that came to the convention, dressed up. He like wore a black like leotard or like black spandex suit. And he Velcroed all of these gold mini model kits of the different enterprises on his body.
I saw that.
You saw that? And I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing? And then I realized he's from that first Contact scene where Picard smashed
the wall.
Wolf 359. Oh no, the broken ones.
Let me tell you. So First Contact was screening, right? There was a night the First Contact was screening. And he said, I don't know, I think I'm gonna change out of this outfit. I was like, oh no, you have to go.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
You cannot change. When I tell you he was sitting in the chair and we were watching the scene where Picard and Lily were getting in the argument, and I like walked over to him. I said, this is your moment.
Right.
So Picard smashes the glass. He gets up and he does a cartwheel and falls out on the floor.
I love my Star Trek people.
Let me tell you, half of the audience applauded and half of them was so mad. I was glad he just would have been did what he did. I just like, you know what? No.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
That is
another
best.
Beautiful moment in that was when Kirk yelled Khan. Everybody unprompted yelled Khan too. That was so Star Trek. It was such a great moment.
Yes.
That is perfect. Oh, so good.
Great.
So good. We have to move on though.
Yes, we do. I was just about to say that. I was like, weren't we still on Wednesday?
We're on Thursday now.
All right. Day 2, Thursday, which is really our 3rd day, but it's Thursday. This was a fun day because it was Lower Decks Day. But in the midst of Lower Decks Day, first, our nephew there had a panel, right, nephew?
Right. I got to do a panel with Sean Farrick, and it was just about content creation.
Not yet.
And maintaining a healthy atmosphere within content creation within this time.
Wow.
And so that it was a good turnout. Absolutely, that place is packed.
That's
And
the lounge. Let me tell you. Excuse
And
me,
it was
nephew.
early.
It was
And it was
early,
11 o'clock in the morning.
No,
and
it
it
was
was that packed.
9:30.
Oh, it was
That's
like
9:30,
9:30.
right.
It
That's
was
right.
early.
9:30.
9:30. That's
Let me
right.
tell you,
Ooh.
Anne Marie had that lounge packed
Let me tell
every
you,
day.
every
The
day
Yeah.
programming in the lounge was off the chain.
Yep.
Every
That's
panel
right.
was amazing.
That's right. That's where all the good stuff was.
Yeah, all the good stuff was in the
Antonia's
lounge.
panels.
So I just gotta say, it was a lot of fun to be up there for one, but also it was good to engage and talk with people about media and about content creation in this time of white supremacy in the media as well, and how you combat that, how you maintain your sanity, how you keep the truth of your work and what you're putting out there, and how you maintain that within this time. It was good. It was good. I'll share more with the SyFy Sistas panel as well, because that, I don't want to jump ahead, but that one
I
really,
appreciate you.
that really got to me. That really got to me. But I'll share. Anyway. Go ahead.
So,
Sorry.
After that happened, I don't know where Tamia went, but I went back to the table and this happened.
Oh,
I feel
Look
like
at the look on your
believe
face.
I missed it. Look at her face.
I know it. Look at Yvette.
So I don't know if everybody knows, but I love Gates, and I refuse to even talk to her. That's how much I love her, right? So
She's like,
I see her coming. We're at
No.
our table, and I see her coming. I'm like, oh my God, here comes Gates. And I'm saying it to Ayana May. And she's going to walk by, and Ayana May's like, you're not going to let her just go by. And I felt like, I was in the schoolyard. Like I had to do something like, hi, Gates. And I was like, okay, she didn't know. She comes back.
Oh.
And
Feel
this
better,
is what
Chuck.
happened.
See you. Good night.
I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? So this is what happened. I was very happy, as you can see.
She was almost by. She must have heard you turn, stopped, and was, oh my God, SyFy Sistas, and came back around.
Yes.
And it was that.
Wow.
It was that. It was that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
that.
so mad I missed it, because like if
Oh man,
stupid around Gates, like I mean in a good way, like
there have been so many near misses of Gates. You better just like zoom.
Near misses and times when Yvette just like literally could not get her voice or her knees together to go talk to her and say hello. So this is priceless, and I'm so pissed that I missed it.
There was another.
I think if we were there, she would have.
But I'm not.
It would have been worse.
Yeah, this is true. There's another what?
There was another encounter, but I'm not sharing it. She signed my my Elios, which was everything. I have my daughter took pictures. And
you didn't want to share that with us?
No, because I haven't even watched it yet. So there's that.
Okay.
So this happened.
We all have that one Star Trek star that does that to us.
It does. I could not explain it to you why this happens.
This
but
is true.
It is.
You don't have
it
to.
Is.
Who's yours, Sabrina?
Oh, it's definitely Kirk.
Oh, Shatner, huh?
Shatner. Yeah, the Shat man. I don't care what anybody has to say. That man just makes me like, oh.
Makes her knees.
Man, the Shat man. I like that.
The Shat man.
Shat.
I was 10. What can I say? I was 10.
Yeah, I get that.
He was fine.
He was fine as hell.
He was fine as hell.
Oh
my God.
Especially when he wore that
I was 10 when I met him. I was 10 when I met. No, but it's just been like, he's just been in my life forever,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
I stand by the fact that Captain Kirk was my first crush. And
Mine too. Yeah.
Yours too? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was my first crush.
I'm not interested in taking a photo with William Shatner today.
Right.
Because who I love is James T. Kirk of yesterday. Right. So, I respect all respect. Goes to the, he still goes to the, but He's right here. I don't need a photo with him as he is today.
I did get to walk past him backstage. Like he was coming backstage when I was leaving backstage, and I was just like, Captain, and and he was like, kept on going up the steps like he hadn't even heard me, because he probably hadn't.
I met him on the first cruise, and he was delightful. I mean, first Star Trek cruise, that man signed and sat for a picture with everybody on that cruise ship.
Wow.
I mean, he was there for hours.
Wow.
And we were told not to touch him, not to say anything, just stand there, take the picture, get going. I know I've told this story before. He was not having it. He was like, "Oh, how are you? Your name?" Blah, blah. He was talking to us. I was with my brother Lloyd, and we were like, he was so nice. Oh my God. And I met him another time too. He was always nice. And I don't know. I've never caught him on a bad day, but
me neither. Yeah. I've met him twice, maybe 3 times. He's always been extremely delightful. I've interviewed him once. He was just so nice. And I've always heard before that, I heard all these bad stories about people, and I was ready, and he just, like Sabrina said, they told me just get your thing signed and move along. He was not having that. He wanted to know all kinds of things. And he was like, you got to take it to this guy to get signed. And he gave me this note to give to the guy to get signed. And the guy that got it signed told me to go to this person to get it validated. I mean, it was a whole thing. It all started because of Shatner. So I've had the best experiences every time I've dealt with him. So and I'm really happy about
that's my guy.
I like him.
Love it.
So the other thing that happened that day was that I got to do that, and and that was moderate Anthony Montgomery's panel about he launched his book during the show, during STLV. So we got to do a panel together, and it was a lot of fun. And he was very sweet, and he was very real. He was very honest with everybody. And
why was he standing up like that? What was happening at that moment?
He was telling some story. I'm trying to remember what story he was telling.
Oh, I think wait, can I tell that story? Well, he was at the stage, right?
He stood up a couple times and told a couple of stories.
I have a clip of, I guess someone asked him what would he tell his 13-year-old self.
Oh, there's that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, this one might have been when he was either talking about being a comedian or
story
or the stripper story.
That's the one.
Yeah, the stripper story. Which you gotta you gotta read the book for that.
Yeah. That's for the book. But we do have a clip. I guess somebody in the audience asked him what would he tell his 13-year-old self, and this is what he said.
I would tell myself that it's okay, that Jesus.
Wow.
Wasn't it? Yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna hit me like that. I'm not 13. Shit, I'm a grown man.
It's all right, brother. Take your time.
I would tell him, your life is gonna end up better than you ever imagined. Keep being the best that you can. Stop fucking up like you are. You don't have to try to please everybody. It's okay if people don't like you. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to fit in. Keep God first, because this world, when you get older, is going to do everything it can to break you.
Yeah.
The only way you are going to survive it is if you know that God is your anchor, regardless of the good or bad you do in your life, know where you have to come back home to. That's a little bit of what I would tell you.
That'd be stuff for a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I love seeing that clip again. Thank you, nephew. Matthew is responsible for that clip, so thank you so much for getting that. You chose it. It was a really powerful moment. Yeah. And I think especially for, okay, I'll try not to be too long-winded with this, but we as Black women, we're always supposed to be strong. Black men, you're not supposed to show any emotion. Black people, we're just supposed to take it on the chin and keep on chugging, right? All the damn time. But to learn to be vulnerable and open and touch these areas of ourselves that need healing is really the strongest thing that any of us can do. So I was really proud of him for showing that vulnerability to people and just opening himself up, like that. It's a really powerful example for everybody. And it was a true moment. And I think he converted some people in that audience to being fans of his, by showing his true self.
Yeah, I gotta agree. And I think with that moment as well, you don't really know sometimes what you're holding on to. Again, like you said, Tamia, as people of color, we're told to just be strong, and that's it. Black women have it the worst. So when you get that moment of release, sometimes it just shows up unexpectedly because you've been holding on to it for so long, and it's like he needed that moment too.
Yeah,
he needed that. It was necessary for him.
Yeah.
And I definitely appreciate the comments in the chat that talking about creating a safe space in there. I think that was a group effort. Like I do get to set the tone, but it wouldn't have been a safe space if other people in that audience weren't also creating that together. It was a really beautiful, it was a very special panel. I was very surprised. I have to say, I was very surprised at the depth and warmth of that particular panel. It was moving.
Yeah. And I think the people who put you in that position also thought that it would be a safe space having you there for him, because I don't know if anybody else could have provided that kind of space for him. And I think I would like to, I think the people who were the scheduling of that kind of knew that, because I can't think of anybody else who would have done that, made him, because that book is powerful. It is raw, and he had to have a safe space to go through that. So I'm glad you were there, and that the people who put you there had a foreknowledge of, let's get this done the right way. So it was really good.
Thanks. It was good. It was enjoyable. And then every time we saw each other after that, there was this connection, as
I bet.
And he would give me a hug. He'd be on the phone or anything, he'd still stop and give me a hug or something. It was just really nice. Yeah.
You know the name of the book? What's the name of that book?
It had a great pun. It was trucking.
Life Trek.
Life Trek. Thank you.
Right.
Yes, Life Trek. Yes. And
you know what? I feel like I wasn't, unfortunately I didn't attend that panel, but I felt like it softened him a bit. I'd heard, that he'd gotten a little emotional. And then at one point during the day, Allie and I were walking by, and someone wanted the photo. He asked Allie to take the photo, and he was just very soft and warm in a way that I hadn't seen him. I think he always seems a bit kind of distracted and maybe a little standoffish. And I just felt like during this con, after that, he was very approachable and warm, and he just seemed softer.
Yeah, he probably needed it.
I think he did. I mean, like that book was a huge undertaking that he's been, how many years he's been working on? He's been working on it for so long. I mean, like, and he's always said like he wants to do the show. He'd love to do our show, but he wanted to wait until the book came out. And he's really serious. But that book is like pouring out his whole life story, which is not an easy story to tell. And there's a lot of demons that he had to revisit in order to accomplish that. And that's just a huge act of honesty. I call it courageous honesty, right? And that a lot of us can never even think about opening ourselves up like that, you know, much like on an interpersonal level, much less put it out in a book for the public to read. Right. You know, yeah.
And I think he was pleased with the response, because every time I passed his table, there was a line, people were buying the book, he was signing it.
That's so great.
It was a great response.
You know, to me, what you just said reminds me of something that Cisco said once about Jake and his writing. He said something like, it takes courage for you to write something down. It takes more courage to write it down for other people to see. But just
Wow.
So yay, that was fun that day. And then the other fun part of that day was it was Lower Decks Day. Woo-hoo!
Yay! I got to wear my uniform.
Yvette, you want to tell everybody about Lower Decks Day?
Oh, so Lower Decks Day, so Lower Decks Day was Thursday. It was really Wednesday was their anniversary, but no one was there. So they celebrated it on Thursday when everybody came. So there was panels, but at our table, we asked everybody to wear their Lower Decks t-shirts. There was your cosplay. It was a BOGO special. If you bought a shirt, you got a Warp Me shirt for half price. People bought the shirts and got into a drawing, and we gave away a Moopsie. So it was a fun day because people were dressed up all day long. So we had a lot of people at the desk, at the table. And this is Tristan, and he's the one who won the Moopsie.
Hi, Tristan.
Hi, Tristan. So it was really a fun day. I'm glad we did that we've never done anything like that before, but it was just a lot of fun. You know, people came by, and it was just it was something new that we did. We're trying out new things. So that was that. But we had a good time with that one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then you guys went out that night.
Yes. Karen, talk to us about the rest of it. So this is the crew, y'all. This is part of our crew.
Part of the crew.
Part of the crew. Rita is also in the crew.
Because I was in bed.
And Yvette was in bed. Sabrina wasn't there. Fran wasn't there. But this is our like
Matt had something
right. And Matt,
dinner.
But also, like most of the people in this picture also comprise our posse that we spent like on the cruise. Like these that we all made friends. Like Anyway, that's it. So Karen, tell us about the.
So
I found this awesome place.
Yeah, a friend of mine recommended this restaurant. It's called Beauty in Essex. Strange name, but they have one in Las Vegas and New York, and it's kind of a cool place. You walk through a pawn shop. And it is Vegas, so everything's for sale, except there's this little ceramic figure of Biggie, and he sits there in the middle, and that's not for sale. But you walk them, you're like, this is interesting. And then you go through a back door, and there's the restaurant. And it's we have things that serve family style. It's American cuisine, but kind of modern cuisine, small plates. Dark in there, but we had
dark
a great
as hell. Did you see Fabian's comment? Fabian said it was nice, but I couldn't read the menu.
Even the 30-year-old couldn't read the menu.
I felt so good. Once Ayana May none of us could read this damn menu. I was like, oh my God, how old am I? We're all literally every person in that picture had a cell phone out using a flashlight at the table trying to read the menu.
But it was a lot of fun. It was a upscale kind of happening restaurant. We all had a great time, and
that was good.
We even had a dessert wheel at the end, which was a dessert.
Oh, I didn't send her the dessert wheel picture.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just an opportunity to hang out and try a new restaurant, which is my jam.
When you say Biggie, you mean like Biggie?
Yeah,
Biggie Smalls. It was a porcelain Biggie Small. It looked like a cookie jar.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And it's like him, like,
Yeah.
like this.
I'm so curious.
We'll send you a photo.
Yeah.
A
But it was fun.
dessert wheel, Elaine. A dessert wheel.
Yes. Yes, Elaine. Sorry.
Like a Ferris wheel, but desserts
It was
all the
a
way around.
Ferris wheel, and each little
Yeah.
Oh my
car
God.
had 2 desserts in it.
When you
would
say
love
Elaine, I was like, uh-oh.
it. Yeah. Yes.
Elaine said she got all the food pictures.
All the food pictures.
Great.
But of course, that night ended up in this.
You know it, baby.
Yeah, there's the
Uno
movies.
time. Uno time. with the starship in the background.
Mhm.
Right. So you can see how large that area was. That
Yeah.
there was enough room even to come over and still see the screen. And
Right.
yep, got to be Uno. So you know,
You
and
guys are way too aggressive at
it got
that
a
game,
little,
right?
it got a little heated with the different styles.
Oh
and
my
whatnot.
God.
It
This
looks like
Uno
it did.
game.
What's happening in this moment right now? I see it.
Right. What's going on?
What's happening is Yvette's daughter is having a meltdown.
A meltdown because they're playing by these
full-on
crazy ass rules.
meltdown because we're playing amalgamated rules because we have like 5. When we created these rules on the ship, there were like 3 different styles of Uno that people were trying to bring to the table, and everybody's like, no, this is the rule, this is the rule, this is the rule. We're like, okay, we're playing together, this is going to be the rule, and this will be, and it's a mishmash of all these things. So Ayana May wants to jump in the Uno game and then get pissed because our rules are different. And it took a hot minute, a little bit of a minute to explain to her the origin of how we play Uno together. And that these are the rules.
Yes.
When you're
like
playing
she says,
with this
Uno
group.
house rules, right?
Yes.
For us. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, it was fun.
I had the same meltdown when we first started playing. So
yes, and like mother, like daughter, like mother, like daughter.
Yeah, it was too scary for me. I couldn't come play with you guys.
No, you can't hang with that yet, Josh.
No, not yet.
Not
Almost.
Yet. You'll get
You're almost there. You're almost there.
Right.
Josh, I don't even know how to play. They just let me watch and take.
I don't even know what rule set I use. Just some old ass whatever it said back in the day.
Look,
and that
JR, I'm getting pissed. The rules. I wasn't even there.
You know, you go to everybody's house. Everybody's got a different set of rules. Everybody's got a different set of rules for Uno. But yes, unlike
And what
Elaine,
neighborhood?
looking at you, Elaine.
We're looking at you, Elaine.
4 draw 4s at one time. That's some crazy
me and
nonsense.
Tamia looked at each other. Go, that was a choice.
Was it?
A goddamn choice right there. Wow.
Woo, talk about
That
how to
was something
influence
else.
friends and make enemies. Influence people
We
and
just
make
met.
enemies. Right, we had just met. This child comes out with 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was the person in that picture who was drawing from the pile. That was Allie Ashmead, who's also part of our crew from Humanist to Trek. So shout out to Humanist to Trek. Yay!
I love it. Look at Elaine.
Oh.
Desiree, Lieutenant DT, you are absolutely right. Not a single damn person has read those instructions.
No, nobody cares about those damn instructions.
We all know
Oh my God. So we're gonna move on to Friday.
Let's do that. Yay! And it was our panel. Yay! Friday was our
Friday was
panel
a good day.
Friday was a good day.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
You want to tell people what your vision of this panel?
It's our vision of this panel.
Oh, that's right. I did.
Yeah, I mean, it was a vision happening at the same time. You put it down first.
That was weird the way that happened.
It was great. Yeah. It was totally perfect. That's called synergy.
It's kind of creepy. No, we both had the same exact kind of vision, and we didn't talk about it, and we just put it. Oh, that's the same thing I just put down. So
yeah, like Yvette put it in the chat and said, "This is what I'm thinking," and I was like, "Well, damn, that's what I was been thinking about all night." We needed to do a panel that we could do effectively in a short period of time that without heavy lifting.
Yeah.
You know, being only 2 sisters there, and like, you know, what are we going to do? And it's like, why don't we just actually talk about the importance of Blerd Life? Like the panel was called Blerd Life, Living Out Loud and Proud as a Black Nerd. And we had our nephew, Matthew Jennings, and our daughter, Ayana Mae Tom. I said our daughter, so, you know, because your daughters are our daughters.
Yes, I get that.
So, you know, and we all talked about, first we talked about our Blerd origin stories, like how did, you know, we came up as being nerds, you know, and it was different for all of us, right? And then we talked about like the great moment in Blerd history, like this moment in your science fiction, fantasy, or geek life that was a Black history, that was a pivotal moment for you, like a change. Like for me, it was when I first saw one of Octavia Butler's books on the shelves, and it had a Black woman who looked like me, because the older covers were great. The newer covers are shite. But the older covers had actual depictions of Black people on them, and how drastically that changed my life. And then we opened it up to, and we talked, and then we talked about how important it is to speak our truths as Black nerds, to live very vocally out loud as who we are and stand in our own truth of that. And then we talked to the people in the audience about their Blerd origin stories, their important moments in Blerd history, and why they think it's important that we speak out loud. And it was a really powerful panel.
It really was. It was. I have a clip from the panel that the nephew sent us. And I believe he's talking about how his Blerd origin story. So
cool.
Good name. Thank you, Auntie. It was my mom. My mom is, I consider her a science fiction OG. She was on that Star Trek, Twilight Zone, Buffy, Angel. Oh my God, what's the one where the ship is alive? Oh my God. Farscape, Stargate. Like, all of it was on the TV. The story that she tells me about Trek, Star Trek is like the original. She said, I remember the day you first saw it, you were sitting in your rocking chair with your Grover doll. And you were like 5 years old.
Shout out to Grover.
Shout out to Grover. Respect to Grover, y'all. Yes. And she said, and then you saw Star Trek, and she said, and that was it. And then my dad, who was also a Blerd, my dad just kept it going. So with my dad, it was like Star Trek, Deep Space Nine was the one that we watched the most.
The best Star Trek.
Thank you. Yes.
Ever.
It is.
Cisco all day long.
Always comes back to Cisco.
Always.
But, like Karen, you were there at that panel, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Can you tell us like how it was down there in the crowd? Like,
so people were so receptive. They were so grateful. And then when it came time for audience questions, I mean, there were a couple of powerful stories. There was a woman who had been watching Star Trek since its inception. The gentleman who said that coming to cons and realizing there are other Black nerds there was life-changing. A couple of people got really emotional and started to cry. And then some people, there were 3 or 4 people who said, and then getting here and then seeing you guys here was just it. It was such, there were, you know, someone said earlier, you don't know what's there. I think you said it, Matt, until it comes out. Yeah. And there were several people who, I mean, we were crying, you know, it was very powerful. Yeah,
there was a I piggybacking off of what you said, there was it was probably one of those people that said they had been coming to cons, but there was one person that said, I have been waiting for you.
Yes.
I can't remember who it was, but he said, I've been waiting.
I think it was Eric. I think it was Eric Tillman, I think.
That was that, I mean, again, in regards to the panels and the importance of the panels, that that spoke volumes to me, the importance of this. So that was a great moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. It was powerful. It was again unexpected. All of us were crying. At what point, like it got there, like, and you know, Sabrina, you and Fran were in the house with us. Like, please know that.
I felt it. I felt it.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
So
Super,
it's an important topic because you know, it's something that each one of us, when we first became a Blerd, thought we were all alone. And, you know, I was lucky I had a brother that was just as blerdy as I was, but a lot of people don't have that. And some of you that had your parents doing it, that's really great too, but it's still within that nuclear family. And so I remember going to the first cons and like thinking like, you know, are there going to be any other Black people there, or are people going to like get mad at me or something for being here? You know, when you walk into a space and it's just nothing but white people, you're like, uh-oh. But yeah, and so to see people now doing panels, you know, I that's a big jump, because I tell you, I went to the first Star Trek convention. I was at the first one, and me and I don't know, you know, one other Black person, you know, probably, but it was not like it is now. And you know, we know even the cruises have become more inclusive. So this is really huge, you guys. Congrats. I'm very proud of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely say, you know, 10 years ago, noticing the difference between then and now, and you know, I don't know of any other moderators that are people of color out there for Star Trek. No offense to Star Trek, and thank you Ryan for, you know, letting us and giving us that platform. But up until, you know, Tamia, seeing Tamia up there, SyFy Sistas, I didn't know about any other people of color doing panels. And you know, and even when it comes to advertisement for Star Trek, I don't see people of color in the advertisements that much. So this is a big thing. It's a big deal. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this is the last thing. I know we have to move on. Every year I come, there are more of us, and like it was like, you know, all these Black people coming out, you know, at that panel, just so happy, so emotional, and so there was such warmth and love in the room. But yeah, great job.
It was, that sums it up really well.
So we're gonna take a little break from moving. Because we want to bring Anne Marie and Ryan on because we are going over. So I'm gonna ask you guys to just wait a minute. We want to bring them in and talk to them for a minute, and then we'll bring you back and finish up the week, if that's okay with everyone. All right, thanks. We'll see you guys soon. Let's see. Hold on, I got you.
She's the producer with the mostest. She got it.
Hey.
Yay, there are our friends who've been waiting so patiently. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Having the best time. I love this.
I know I told you guys to come at the end of the hour, and the end of the hour has come. So I know you guys are getting ready for Orlando. So I wanted to get you on and just talk to you, see how things are going, what's going to be next, and kind of promote what you guys are up to.
And before we get there, I just wanted, for those of you who might be out there who don't know, these are the people who are responsible for the fabulous programming that we had at STLV. And you know, and they do a phenomenal job every year. And we're just so grateful to them. And you know, so Ryan T. Husk and Anne Marie Siegel, we love you guys. You know, I mean, our history goes way back. So you know, the love is real. Anyway, go ahead.
It's true.
Actually,
we've known you forever, feels like. You guys have been with us since the very beginning, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
First time I met you, Ryan, I was screaming, Dabo!
Good to see you, Sabrina. We missed you in Vegas.
Sure did.
I missed you guys terribly, really.
I feel like it wasn't even a real convention, to be honest. Maybe the next one will when you're there.
Yeah.
I didn't even come home with any pillows.
Oh my gosh, you two and those pillows. Oh my goodness. So tell us about the convention. How do you think it went?
Boy, all right, I'll jump in on that. I think it went really well. It was a lot of fun. Every picture I see of me, I'm holding a phone and running around and working. But everybody seemed to be having a great time. Everybody seemed to be happy. There was a lot of great feedback. And I've been coming to that convention for 16 years before working at Creation. So I guess I'm okay working it and like seeing it from the other point of view. You know what I mean? Like I've had my fun. It's been awesome. That's why I came back every single year after year after year. So it was really nice to see everybody having a good time. It seemed like it was quite the success, and I still had fun. What about you, Anne-Marie? Did you have fun?
I mean, it was just amazing. But I have to say, one of my favorite things was when I'd go into the vendor's room and do a lap, like seeing more and more signatures on the SyFy Sistas banner with like all their guests they've ever had was just incredible. It was like, what a party table. Loved it.
Yeah, it's become a thing.
Yes, and I have the advantage, like Ryan is really doing the whole convention, and a lot of the convention I'm mostly in like the lounge stage and Vic's bar having their amazing coffee and getting to enjoy all the panels. And it's just so special that I get to see your panels and like I said in the comments, it was just the way the community comes together behind you guys and the line that's like basically all the way to the back of the room to just give feedback and how important it is that you're there. It's so moving. And then, I mean, there was nothing like that Anthony Montgomery book launch. Oof. It was spectacular. So it's just, you guys make the convention so much more amazing than it could ever possibly be. So thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And all the positivity does not go unnoticed.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yvette, I'm glad you put on the screen the thing that made me laugh. Who was it? Was it JR Poole that said, I want an autograph spreadsheet?
Yeah. I set that up just for you.
Spreadsheets are the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, they are.
Well, actually, Marina Krovchuk, Druckerex, was holding up a spreadsheet in a photo. I thought she had made a t-shirt of her amazing spreadsheet she makes.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be maybe next year.
I know, right? That's a really good idea. You guys, you guys work your asses off at this convention.
I barely had one to begin with.
Well, I know, so it's danger. We're like danger zone. I'm
You're laughing way too hard at my expense right now.
You know what you were getting when you came on.
Yeah, I did. But thank you to me. I appreciate it. Yeah. Definitely work hard.
It shows. And then I think one of the cool things too that I've really come to admire about you guys and about Creation in general is that when people give their feedback, you guys have that whole thing for time for people to give feedback on the last day. And like it's totally taken seriously. Mm-hmm. You know, you guys listen to what so can you tell us a little bit about the process of receiving this feedback and implementing changes?
Anne-Marie, you want to jump on this?
Well, I just have to say one of the things I love the most about Creation, and in the beginning when I was like, oh my gosh, this is Gary Berman, like was watching him receive feedback in the STSF feedback session, and he just completely undivided attention, no phone out, is listening to every single thing every single fan says. And that year, I think the feedback went on for hours. He listened to every single last person. And then as it ended, he was going up to people privately to check up because he was recognizing people from the Star Trek Conventions Experiences group and recognizing names and making sure like their feedback had been listened to. And he's just one of the kindest, most caring people I've ever met. And you know, he checks. Sometimes I think I'm pretty good at seeing things fast on Facebook. Like I have a million alerts set, and I'll text Gary like, "Hey, did you see this feedback?" And he'll like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What? It went up 30 seconds ago."
It's because you like you said, you have a million alerts. He's just focused on Creation. This guy sees everything. You guys, be careful. That's a piece of advice. Be careful. This dude sees everything.
Every single feedback he thinks through and is like, what can we do better? How can we improve it? Or like, and making sure people understand if like maybe we're trying and they just haven't seen that part of things. It's just, he's a very lovely person. I feel like we're so lucky to have this massive Star Trek convention that's actually run by people who love Star Trek. and people who care about the fandom, and that it's like the biggest thing and the biggest part of their lives for over half a century.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do they send out like I know that they hold a feedback like forum like on that last day, but do they send out like question feedback like surveys or anything like that?
Have something similar to that, yeah. But that hasn't gone out yet. But yeah, like Anne-Marie says, Gary likes to have it live and in person.
That's
cool. And
cool.
as Anne-Marie said, it's totally true. He is one of the nicest and funniest dudes ever. It's totally genuine. It's ridiculous. He's just the nicest dude. And you're just like, how are you this nice and funny? But he's also pretty funny. He doesn't laugh at any of my jokes, which means he's got a pretty good sense
And
of
I have
humor.
to say, during the feedback,
Good.
during the feedback session, also your names came up so many times in people's feedback about what they loved about the convention. SyFy Sistas repeatedly was brought up. So I was so proud to hear that. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
But
well, I'm glad we didn't let you guys down, because you definitely, gave us a lot of things to do. So I'm glad we didn't let you down.
Yeah.
Can I address that too, the same way I addressed that in the feedback session, because I think it deserves to be heard by more than just the 11 people in that audience. Just kidding, there were a ton, but there people would say, hey, thanks for including the SyFy Sistas in this and that. And I tried to make it as clear as I could. I said, look, we're not doing anybody any favors. They got on this stage because of their body of work. They got on this stage because of who they are and what they've done. They didn't just show up yesterday. They've been here for at least 5 years. We know from personal experience, because we've been working with you for 5.5 years.
Yeah.
So, let's not get anything twisted. You could give creation a little bit of credit for being aware of the people out there, but really you guys get the credit for doing the work and having the body of work to make it a very easy and fun choice for us to have you guys.
Thank you.
And I love when you say that at the feedback sessions too, because it's very true.
I love that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I love that too. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We do. And I always say, like, put me in, coach. That was my motto to Ryan.
You said that. You did say that. And I said, all right.
Yeah, and you did. I was like,
I threw some stuff at you, man.
You did, baby. You did. I was like, oh, he threw me a curveball. All right.
Hit it. And you hit it. One thing I wanted to say real quick is we mentioned it earlier about that lounge. The lounge has become, I don't know, it's like its own little convention. I wouldn't say it's all the good stuff, but some really good stuff happens in there. And I think it's just parallel to like the rest of the convention, but it does seem like its own little thing. Is that what you were trying to do with that, Anne-Marie? Is just kind of,
I think it really is just to complement the convention. And because STLV has so many like celebrity guests, because now we're getting so many more seasons, like what a blessing, but also it fills up the main stage. So like, it just so happens like, well, the other stage happens to be the Lounge Fix Bar. And one other thing I meant to say is even Mike and Teresita, who are like my coffee dealers and hot dog dealers, they're big fans of you guys. They were like, whoa, SyFy Sistas just did such a great video.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
we know next year about coffee. Yeah, good.
Right?
Yeah. I think it just, and there's never a line. I think it just like naturally, it's everybody's become such a great community, especially from the pandemic. And when we all were online all the time, it's just like organically happened to be this amazing, diverse group with Lambda Quadrant, you guys, and all of our amazing scientists. And like, it's so organic and everybody's amazing. It's not even just having to try and force, like, make sure we have this represented. It's just, that's my favorite part, that it's just a natural, the best of the best just happen to be like infinite diversity and infinite combinations. I love it.
Yes.
Oh, that's so perfect. I love Kaylia said the lounge is a community building space where people come together in a way that is really special and unique. And that is so true. I feel like that's exactly what happens in the lounge. And it feels good. Like I love the lounge programming because in a convention this large, to be able to have like fan voices heard and recognized like it in that way, like not just up on the big stage, right? Like, but to be able to give voice to everybody else out there in fandom who's doing things, it's really cherished. It's a very special thing, because a lot of large conventions, you don't get that at all. Like, it's all distant. There's nothing intimate happening, So,
and I have to give like lots of credit to Ryan too, because I feel like sometimes when there's a smaller stage, it ends up being like, that's just fan stuff. But Ryan's always looking like, okay, which celebrity has like a side project or their own project, and then we get to be with them in like a more intimate space. So it's also like, oh, that's just a third stage thing. It's not like a relegated. That's why the hot dogs, which are amazing. But like, it's actually like, and you get to know like Anthony Montgomery in a really special setting, and like, it's just, and oftentimes they'll interact with you after their panels while we're doing stage turnover. It's just, it's really beautiful. We're really proud of that. Although every stage is amazing, and the vendors room, those movie nights.
The movie night
about that. That was the best.
Such a mic drop.
That was the best thing you could have done. That movie night. Oh yeah.
Well, I got news for everybody. That wasn't even my idea. That was the Rio that came up with that.
Oh, wow.
They get big kudos for that. Sometimes, we're out there pushing and hustling and fighting and begging for the Star Trek fans to get more. Sometimes the hotel says, what do you think about this idea? And we go, whoa, that's actually a great idea. So I just gave them the movies. But it was their idea. They said, hey, what do you guys think about movie night? We got this whole thing. And good job, Rio. Good stuff.
Right. I mean, I mentioned that earlier. We all felt like the Rio actually realized we were there this year, because usually it feels like
it's new ownership, new team. That's why.
Do you realize there's a Star Trek convention here?
I know.
Yeah. And it was there was another convention.
DEF CON.
DEF CON was there, which was perfect.
Brilliant, right?
It was brilliant, because we're meeting
and
we're meeting we're meeting in the elevator, and we're going. The guy goes, "Is there a Star Trek convention going on?" He was like, "Oh my God, I've got to go and see what's going on." He's at the other convention. So I was like, this is just perfect.
Dude, I met two brothers. One was going to DEF CON, one was going to STLV.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so funny.
Perfect. That was just like the best thing that could happen. Two worlds.
Yeah, Joel, you're right. Joel said DEF CON was out there watching the movies
sure they
too.
Were. They sure were.
Yeah.
I have to say, I walked by Star Trek, like Wrath of Khan playing, and I was like, oh, it's movie night still. I want to go to bed, but I should see what's going on. And then I heard the music cueing at the end, and I started crying.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful and like special to see everybody watching it and feeling the same way.
Yeah, that was really a good touch.
I couldn't make it through the Wrath of Khan that night. I tried. I think I felt, we came in late to it, and I was like, I don't know. I fell asleep. That's all I can say. It's like I was in those chairs in front of the screen, like.
Well, I'm also like so amazed by our amazing moderators and the prep you guys put into this, and the prep you put in at nights after we're all done and going to bed. So it's not an accident. Although you're so naturally talented, it's also like the hard work you put in is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very appreciated. That's very appreciated,
So what's coming up next?
Yeah.
Well, we have a convention. If you love Star Trek conventions and you just can't get enough because it's been already 8 days since you've been back, join us at Trek 2 Orlando. You're gonna love it. I know Orlando. I've never been except for like the one day when you fly into to do the cruise. You land in Orlando and then you go to Cape Canaveral or whatever. So this time it'll be 3.5 or 4 days in Orlando, but I won't be able to do any like Disney World stuff.
There's a fire pit at the hotel though, and it's amazing.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Bring your marshmallows. So anyway, we've got this convention in Orlando.
Marshmallows.
We have dozens. Ew, what? Marshmallows?
That's how Spock says it in Star Trek 4.
Oh, okay.
Marshmallows.
He's allowed. We have dozens of Star Trek guests. We have scientists. We have some of your favorite Star Trek people ever. And this is going to be in Orlando this weekend, the 23rd through 24th. Anthony Rapp is going to be singing. The Rat Pack will be there. Everybody's favorite Bonnie will be there. Karaoke. Tons of fun. It's going to be awesome. Then 2 weeks later, somebody already mentioned it, New Jersey. Trek to New Jersey in Whippany, New Jersey. There it is, Draco Rex. We'll see you there. Who's going to be there? Shatner, Kate Mulgrew.
Why is Draco Rex there?
Everybody's going to be there. This one's going to be nuts. That's 2.5 weeks from now.
Wow. Jeez Louise. You guys are
That's a lot.
crazy.
So the point is go to creationent.com. Once again, that's creationent.com for tickets and information. And come see us. It's a lot of fun. And we love seeing people.
Do you go ahead, Emery? You have something?
I was just gonna say one other one. If you can't make those, November, Chicago.
22nd to 23rd. Chicago, or as Kelly Bundy called it, Chicago.
Chicago.
And at that hotel, there's a Giordano's in the park, like in the parking lot.
Ugh.
Pizza too.
Gross.
Yummy.
That gross pizza.
Yummy.
I love them both.
Let me tell you some of the people at Trek to Chicago. Brent Spiner, Celia Rose Gooding, Christina Chong, Doug Jones, Gabrielle Ruiz, Gates McFadden, Jerry Ryan, Jonathan Frakes, Nana Visitor, Tim Russ, and William Shatner. I'm too scared to call him Bill.
Same.
Shad's getting around.
Shatner.
Wow.
I want to go. I really want to go to that Chicago one.
Yes,
wanna
it's
go
so fun. Dave Gregory's there. It's a party.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Oh, so bad.
It's a party anywhere Dave Gregory is.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
My parents come to the Chicago one. It's
Oh,
so
do
fun.
they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
By the way, Dave Gregory, I have your meat. So from War Dogheim. So I'll get that to you.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So
let's move on.
You guys know War Dog.
War Dog, is that some venison or some buffalo or what are we talking about here? Yeah.
Love it.
Yummy.
Love it. Bringing friends this time. Okay, so what about STLV? Do you have dates
Beg
yet?
your pardon.
August 5th through 9th. I was trying to get our CEOs to expand it to 13 days for the 60th, but they didn't go for it.
Please. Yikes.
I was like 13 days, well, plus the preview night, of course.
So what's the dates again, Ryan?
August 5th through 9th, 2026. Mark it down on your Rolodexes. Wait, no, that was for phone numbers. On your desk calendars.
Yeah, your desk calendars.
Desk
exactly.
Calendar, yeah. I still have one
in your schedule.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for waiting up. Well, it's not late for you guys. Well, maybe no, it's not late for you.
Nah, it's late for you guys though.
It is.
It is, and it's getting late, and we still have like 2 more days to go.
Right. So thank you so much, and thank you for a great con.
Yes.
Ryan, I'll be. Please check your emails. I believe we've sent you a few things that I need to make sure you got. So please check your email. Thanks.
I'll check right now.
I appreciate you.
We love you guys.
It comes from Sabrina, so yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aww.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for all
Love you
your
too.
hard work.
Yay.
Yay. He was mid-word. You're
sorry.
Bye.
Still got 2 days.
We're so classy around here. All right,
Yeah,
bring
we
the
are.
other kids back in. Hey, kids.
Did we miss one? Oh, here it
Yeah,
is.
we're missing one.
There's a lot of stuff down there. There's a lot of stuff going on back there.
All right. So,
let's
so let me just take a break here and say to those of you who are still out there hanging around with us in the chat, thank you. Thank you for sticking with us because we know that this is a long one tonight.
Well, we're going to move through it.
Yeah, we're going to move a lot faster now.
Yeah, we are.
All right. So what day are we on?
We're still on Friday.
Oh, we just started Friday. We didn't. Yeah, we didn't do Friday. Oh no, we started Friday. Right. Okay.
So Friday there was a lot going on at the at the
At the
booth,
table.
at
Yeah.
the table. We actually moved, so we're in a
This
different location now.
this is our second and better location.
Right? So the minute you come in, and like if you come in and make the right and then that left, there we are. Like you can't miss us. You go straight down and we can watch everybody coming in. So it was really cool. People kept, like Anne-Marie said, every time you look, somebody was coming to sign you know, the thing back there. If you see it, it's all of our podcasts. Well, not all of them, a lot of them. And I tried to put all the podcasts that people were going to be at STLV. So people found out about it and they come over and they sign it. Unfortunately, Terry was never on our podcast.
Right. So I was a dork, right? Because I'm thinking that Terry Farrell had been on our podcast and she'd actually been on this here show.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking with Terry and I'm like, Terry, where's your face? Like, I was like, how did we leave your face out of it? And like, I'm such a dork. And she's like, you want me to sign it anyway? And like, what am I going to say? No, don't sign it. Like, I was like, yes, please. I mean, because like, yeah, I want her to sign it anyway. So,
right.
Right. So and she's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And then Eugene and Tawny came through. You know, those are our folks right there.
Yeah, they were having a good time all by themselves.
Yes. They did not even need us to have a good time with. But I was teasing Eugene because he looked like started singing words from Greece, like the lyrics from Greece to him, because his hair was like up in a pompadour, and you see the shirt he has on. He totally looks like he could have been in Greece. He was like, "Oh wow, you got to clown me like that." I was like, "Yup."
It's a Friday, right?
Yeah.
So we also had Brian Volkweis came. Why do I always say his name? Weiss?
Volkweis.
Volkweis came to the booth, and he wanted to do an interview with us. They had some great panels, the Cell Company, and we have a full video, a full interview, but we're not going to play that here. It's just a little bit. But if you want to see the entire video, I'll have it out hopefully by Friday, and it'll be on our YouTube channel. So, but here's a little taste of it.
We brought all the prototypes with us that we have, which I think 8 + 4, so 12. If my math, where's your daughter? 8 + 4, yeah, it's 12, right? So, so that said, the reaction was amazing. We brought a lot of stuff we hadn't shown before. So we had Romulan Commander, which we had never shown. We revealed a lot of stuff about now I'm screwing up Valkyris and Valeris, but we revealed everything with Valeris, and she comes with the mashed potatoes. That's going to be her accessory, and the mashed potato. Because I remember when I was a kid watching Star Trek 6, and they shoot the pot with the potatoes in it, and even at that age, I'm like, why wouldn't the potatoes be vaporized too? So she comes with that. We announced our first Cisco. We announced our first Picard.
I'm sorry. Pause.
Yes.
First Cisco, people. You heard that. First Cisco. Yes, you heard that.
You know which one it is?
No, which one?
Pale Moonlight Cisco. So I can tell you a couple things, but there's some things I can't tell you yet, which when you see them, your mind is going to be blown. And I'm talking accessories. Comes with the glass. And he comes with, of course, the baseball. So I can tell you that. Wait till you see what I can't tell you. That we're working.
Oh my God! Wait till you see what we can't tell you. Okay, talk to me about the first Picard.
So it's our first Picard, and he comes with.
Gotta wait for that one.
I'm laughing. I'm like laughing at myself, like.
So I gotta say, I was standing behind Yvette while she was recording that, and when he mentioned Pale Moonlight Cisco, I'm freaking out in the background. I was like on my knees, like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness. That he always comes up with those just those deep dives. I just love that. Like, that's the Star Trek fan. We always think about the deep dives, and the accessories are the best. Those accessories are so good.
Yeah, that was fun. It's like he's always a blast to have him be around.
He
Like
really
he's
is.
so full of energy. He's so positive. You know, he sends his love to you, Sabrina.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Let's see. Oh,
right. Oh, this was so cool. Was this Friday?
this was Friday.
Oh my
Friday
God, I
night.
got
Yes,
all my
Friday night,
days
Friday.
mixed up. Like, yeah. So we had our Patreon meet and greet dinner organized by our amazing associate producers and
The cool table.
Stephanie Baker and Karen Jamera and Sailor Marge and Miss Marion Smothers was there with us. Y'all know Miss Marion Smothers, Nichelle Nichols' sister. So it was a great time. The dinner was lovely. Where was it again? What was the
Gold Coast?
The Gold Coast.
Next door.
And the food was delicious.
It was.
The desserts were great.
Oh yeah, the desserts were really good.
Did I have that? I didn't have that picture. Oh, I wish I had that picture of these two loving the desserts.
Oh yeah,
Kelly and Aaron, just
Kelly
like
and I ate all desserts. We
all desserts.
tasted them all.
So I know there was carrot cake. What was the other one?
There was a carrot cake, a chocolate cake, and a banana cream. Wait.
Yeah, banana cream.
Yeah, banana cream pie or
yeah,
something.
banana cream pie. Yep.
Yeah.
That it was lovely. It was like there was fruit, there was salad, there were all these delicious entrees. There were plenty of vegan and vegetarian options. There were different types of meat protein choices as well. I mean, it was just really well thought out. And what was just so much fun about it was that it's like our whole the Patreon community got to come together and sort of get a chance to be together and get to know each other and stuff too, which was really cool. And then we had and Yvette was awesome working her producer's hat and had lots of fun giveaways, right?
Yeah. So we gave away 2 Moopsies, right? Two Moopsies? Yes, 2 Moopsies. Casey gave us some disco set. I think Josh won that, right?
I did win it, yeah.
Yeah. And I forgot we gave out.
It was on the Blu-ray, a Blu-ray set.
Yeah. And then
thanks, Casey.
Thank you, Casey. And also the Hageman brothers gave us some stuff to give to our patrons because they always, they say that we always, they always have such a good time when they come over. So they gave us, there you go, some Murph glasses. Everyone loved those Murph sunglasses.
Yeah.
And I think it was Kevin.
Anything.
Was it Kevin who signed some Prodigy posters for everybody? Which I think Karen has in her hand in that picture. And then fan sets gave us a bunch of pins, great fan sets, pins. They always have great pins, and they gave us a bunch of pins to give out to everyone. So it was a good time. We always like to make sure that's a big, it's our big show and everybody gets there. So we get to see a lot of the patrons when we do that. So I'm glad everybody had a great time.
Yeah, me too. It was a really fun time, and it was just a special night. I think we all felt really all warm and fuzzy after the night. Yeah.
It's just a thank you. They're the best. I swear we have some really great supporters. So we want to always make sure they know that we see you. And thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I love my Murph glasses too. All right.
Okay, so
what's next? Oh, so the next day was Saturday, and Miss Marion Smothers joined us again, which was always one of my highlights. I just love having her around. I love her energy, and I mean, she also came to the dinner. She was like, she just couldn't believe that we wanted her to be there. And I think I was like, people just they just loved her being there, you know. And then when she came to the table, we had a line. It was insane, the line. People
Oh my
were
God.
waiting for her to come.
You see that, y'all? Like the line was deep. People were so excited to get a chance to talk to her and tell her their stories. And like Sabrina, I know you remember. Is Sabrina with us? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you are. Everybody is so teeny on the side.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like I know you remember from last year how special it was, and yeah, right.
Yeah, so good.
That was when she realized, you know, how deep the love was. I mean, she just really didn't understand. And I said, do you see these women walking around here with this little red dress and jade earrings? They all still love your sister so much, and they love you too.
Yeah, and then she got to see that, realize that again, and you know, I think it was really special for her again. And so she went around, she met a lot of the, you know, got pictures with a lot of the actors and people from now, you know. So and there she is with
David Gerald.
David Gerald, which I thought was so cool,
so sweet.
Yeah,
they had a
Because
nice.
Ahura was the one that brought that damn tribble aboard.
She sure was. It sure was her fault.
They're so cute though. I mean, you got to give some credit to Cyrano Jones too. He's out there hustling.
There he is. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, and like the Steam Superheroes, the comic book. Thanks for pointing that out, Kalia. That SyFy Sistas are in the Steam Superheroes comic book. Yes, like on one of the shirts. And you know, we're on the advisory board for Steam Superheroes, and Sabrina sits on the board proper. And so, you know, we love them. So the comic, like they were asking a $5 donation for the comic book and for her signature, and almost everybody in that line, like the comic book sold out first of all. That's number one, and almost every person who got one gave over $5 for it when they found the mission. I mean, it was just really, really special. It was lovely.
Yep. And Saturday was we had a lot going on Saturday. Again, you know, people just show up at our table. There's Dawn Lewis. She shows up at the table.
This is Josh's moment.
Yes.
Josh,
Saturday.
You're so cute, Josh. You were adorable. I was like, Josh, get over here. She was like immediately drawn to the jewelry.
Yes, immediately. And like Josh said, she took off her earrings and
yeah, I was about to say, tell the story, Josh.
Yeah, gosh, I don't know. It was kind of all happened so fast. From this moment when you guys called me over to say, hey, Dawn wants to check out these earrings and your jewelry. So I went over and I gave her the whole spiel, told her all about it. And she was like asking about it. And I just broke out a pair and was like, hey, these are for you. Thank you for being such an awesome captain and making, you know, one of my all-time favorite Star Trek shows. The only person I gushed harder on was probably Mike McMahon. And so so she put them on right there in front of me, thanked me. She seemed very gracious. And then I saw a bunch of pictures of her in interviews wearing them, and just, you know, I was just thrilled that she has something that I made and that it symbolizes something so great, and that she was so happy about it. So it was great. I felt like it was a really awesome opportunity for me to have a Star Trek moment. The Star Trek fan moment. You know what I'm saying?
It was special.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah. That was a special moment, definitely.
And I don't look too fat in that picture, so that's nice.
Wow. Okay.
Look,
I couldn't help it. I'm like, all right.
No, you look great, man.
You look great, buddy. You look great. You look great.
Thanks, ladies. Thank you. I was fishing for that.
Really, right in.
That's right.
And then it got kind of crazy. This happened.
Right?
Whoa.
Yes, we gave Tawny a shirt, and then she shows up at her table wearing our shirt the whole day.
The whole day. So that means she took photos with everybody in that shirt. Because people came to the table, says, hey, look at my picture, and it's Tawny wearing the shirt. And all her pictures, she's standing by herself, making sure everybody sees the shirt.
She sure enough is. Tawny came strong. Look, let me tell you about Tawny Newsome. Tawny Newsome puts her money where her mouth is. Tawny Newsome cares. Tawny, she understands the assignment, shall we say. And she's a beautiful soul. And I just like, we told her from the beginning, we had her back, we got her back, we will always have her back, and she was very beautiful to us during the convention.
Wow. She showed up to the lower decks panel with the shirt on as well. I didn't know that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Wow.
It's so Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and people were coming over to our table looking to buy that shirt because Tawny told everybody where she got it. She didn't just wear it. She actively told people where it came from.
Yeah. I mean,
I know, me too.
Mika, I don't know if I'm saying
Mika Burton. Yeah.
Mika Burton said, I guess she was saying to Tawny, where'd you get that shirt? She goes, Tawny just pointed. SyFy Sistas right there, and she just came over and got a shirt too.
Like, so we got to meet Mika Burton like randomly out of the blue. Like all of a sudden I look up and there's this lady. I'm like, hold on, give me a second. And she's like, okay. And I look up and I'm like, oh my God, hi.
She got earrings too.
Did she? Wow. I love that.
Great.
I love that. Yeah, Tawny always we told her that we got her back, but I think she's always had ours.
Yes.
Like she makes sure. Yeah, she always makes sure that when she's somewhere, we're both somewhere, she makes sure that we know she knows we're there. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and she actively tells people about us. So I mean,
she's still our number one downloaded podcast episode.
I've told her that twice and she does not believe it. She goes, you had Saniqua on, how is it me? And I'm like, I'm trying to tell you what the thing says. And she's like, no, I don't believe you. I was like, okay, all right.
We got a spreadsheet we can send her.
Right.
I know, right? Nephew, are you unmuted now?
I'm unmuted.
Okay, great.
I'm seen and heard.
All right, good. That's what's up. All right, let's keep it moving, Sister Yvette. What's next?
Sunday.
What a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a big day. It was a big day.
It was a big day. So when Ryan was talking about throwing curveballs, that Resident Alien was one of them. But I was like, I can step up to the plate. I had to fill in. Somebody couldn't do it. And he asked me, I literally found out I was doing this panel on Saturday.
Right.
And I said, I got you. Like I said, put me in, coach. But before Resident Alien was the panel with Dawn Lewis, which I adored. I mean, this was my favorite thing that I got to do through the whole convention. I love this woman so much and I admire her so much. And what I wanted to do was I know Black folks know who Dawn Lewis is. We know who she is. But all these other folks at STLV, they know her as Captain Freeman. They don't know necessarily the depth of her history, her career. So I wanted to give a overall perspective, retrospective of her career and let people know who they have in their midst, because she is fucking royalty and she should be treated as such, so I felt really passionate. I said to Yvette, I said, please, come to this panel, have SyFy Sister presence, just shut down the table or find somebody else to operate it, because it was important to me. This was the most important panel I did outside of ours to me.
Yeah, it was very, very special. I'm glad I went because it was the chemistry you guys had together was very dynamic. The fact that you guys knew each other and she sat down, she called you Tammy at one time, then she called you T, so it was that kind of thing. We've not known Dawn for, I guess, 3 years now, and it seems like we've known her for much, much longer. Because when we're together, she treats us like we've known each other. We've known each other for such a long time. So I love getting to just talk with her. I'm not as starstruck as I was because she's so down to earth.
Yes.
And she's always got a cause. You know, Dawn's always for the cause.
Yeah.
She is never living life frivolously. You know, she has always got a mission. And I just love that about her. I look up to her because of that. I used to look up to her because she was Jaleesa. But it's really because of, you know, who she is as a person. She is a dynamo. You know, she just came from I believe the band camp that she does, and came straight to the convention. So,
and
you know,
she brought like 2 young women from the band camp.
Yeah.
Like I did not know that, like, in the middle of our panel that she was going to bring these, she brought these young women up on stage to acknowledge them and like to show people like this is what we're doing. Their parents were there with them. I mean, it was really gorgeous.
It really was. Yep.
Yeah.
And I have a small clip that I'll show you guys.
My son and I came to the convention specifically to see you because you are the most important captain in Star Trek to me and the residents of my city. My name is Frank Yokoyama, and I am the mayor of the city of Cerritos. And I am holding a proclamation from the city of Cerritos that starts off, whereas Don Lewis has brought exceptional talent and presence to the animated series Star Trek Lower Decks, which premiered in 2020. And whereas Don Lewis plays the role of Captain Carol Freeman, who commands the crew aboard the USS Cerritos, named after the city of Cerritos. And there is some more whereases in this.
Come up here, ma'am. Thank you so very much. Oh my God, I'm crying. Thank you so very much. Yeah! Woo! Who got a camera? Who do I know with a camera? We gotta get a picture of this. Come here. You gonna send it to me? Thank you.
That was awesome.
It was so cool. He was the last, like, so you guys saw the band out there on the stage, right? When the band comes on the stage, that's how you know it's time to wrap it up. And like last question. And we had like 4 people in line. I was like, Dawn, we got like 2 minutes. Like, I don't know that we're going to get to. She said, oh no, we got 2 minutes. We can get through all these 4 questions. And she was like, bam, 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 bam. And he was the last person in line. And as soon as he started talking, he said that he was from Cerritos, the mayor of Cerritos. She started crying immediately. Like, those were no fake tears. Like, she was so touched. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, personally, watching Dawn Lewis up there, she, as you were saying, you know, she is always up there she has a cause. She has this, the music camp. I don't know the name of it specifically.
Her thing's called a New Day Foundation. Right. And I think the band camp is part of that.
Yes.
And just throughout that panel, there's a lot that she had to share just about her experiences coming up in the industry, a different world. I didn't know that story about her writing the theme song for a different world.
Oh, so you don't listen to our podcast?
No.
Stop. Stop. Leave him alone. He is a working boy.
Shade. But she has a great story just in regards to standing up for yourself. I think in regards to what was in that contract as well. And, I learned a lot, personally, as an artist, as an actor, how to show up for myself in that way. Also, like a little fun thing too. So she was in a film called 10th Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
So my acting professor in college, Hugh Gorman, was also in 10th Kingdom as well. He played one of the one of the trolls.
Oh
And
yeah,
so-
she was a troll. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I said, wait a minute. Now, hold on. And so I walked up to Dawn and said, Dawn, do you know Hugh O'Gorman? She said, yeah, I know Hugh. I said, that's my theater professor. Tell him I said hi. I said, I will.
I love that.
That's so cool. That's just exactly how she is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how she is. I
Absolutely.
love that lady. She is top notch.
Yeah.
Class act.
Class act.
Total
you
class
know.
act. Yeah.
I feel it's one of those moments like, you know, you say like, okay, we started off in 2019 as fangirls who just wanted to talk about our stuff. And like, you can't believe the places where it has brought us just opening our mouths, right?
Mhm.
And talking about the thing that we love and getting the chance to sit down and talk to her. Like it's something that I never take it for granted. And it's one of my greatest blessings, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So that was, and then there was in the afternoon, that was my curveball was the Resident Alien panel, which I took it, you know, I was so excited to have it. I got assigned the assignment literally, like I said, on Saturday. And, you know, it was a late night Saturday and an early morning Sunday because I was writing questions like first thing in the morning and, you know, doing research and stuff, you know. But that was a fun panel. Thank you, Dave. That was a really fun panel. That whole cast was amazing. And Robbie Duncan McNeil was on the panel too. And that was great because at least I knew him up there, you know, you know, because he had been on the show. And I was backstage and like meeting people. Okay, first of all, I forgot to introduce one of the members of the cast. So that was my embarrassing moment off the bat.
Wow.
Like I couldn't believe it. I forgot to Meredith. I left her out when I was doing my introductions. I felt so bad. Oh my God. But
you recovered. You recovered.
Yeah.
Well.
Thank you. Thank you. It was embarrassing as shit though. I mean, but like it was. Like, but it was like a little overwhelming, like because this one was really fast in backstage and was like, okay, rush. And I was rushing to get there, and people were stopping me in the hallway, and I was like, I gotta go. I've got a panel to get to, and you know, and then like I'm back there, and Alan Tudyk is standing right next to me, and we're waiting to go, and I was like, well, this is awkward. So hi, I just stuck my hand out, and I was like, hi, I'm Tamia Harper from SyFy Sistas, and I'm going to be your moderator. And he was like, oh, hi, how you doing? I'm like, okay, now it's less awkward now.
Well, Robbie Duncan McNeil gave a nice shout out to the SyFy Sistas right off the bat. That was nice.
He did. That was nice. He was the best. Like, so he had sort of smoothed the way. And like when he saw me backstage, and he was like, oh, great, you're doing our panel. He was telling them, he's like, oh man, she's from the SyFy Sistas. You guys have to listen to her show. And he had already told the cast members about us before the panel too. I mean, like he was so gracious, so wonderful. I mean, wow. He was really cool.
He's another one where we just really met him this year, right? Or last year, I can't remember, but
this year,
and it seems like we've known him forever. The way,
yeah, on the cruise,
you know what I mean?
Right.
On the cruise, that's right. A cruise seems like it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's another one. Is he? You know, he's just endeared himself to us, and we've endeared ourselves to him. It's just natural. You start talking to him. It's never about. It's just normal stuff, you know. He always, if he comes by, you're just talking about just normal, like what's going on with the weather or what's going on with, you know, our crazy country. So, you know, it's that, you know, I love that, and he's become one of those people also. But
and he's a busy guy, so
he really is. He really is. Yep.
Yes, I got to touch the Alan Tudyk. And I also got to thank him for playing Wash in the way that he did, because, you know, he showed such great love to a Black woman, you know, in the way that he did, and all this respect. So I got to give him that moment. Like, I got to say that to him because I fell in love with Firefly because of Zoe.
Yeah, she was in everything for a while, and now I barely ever see her. I wonder what
she was in Hercules.
Right.
Yes,
exactly.
she was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Matrix.
Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
You're right.
Yep. So
And also
anyway,
Xena, right? Wasn't she
Yeah,
Xena?
I think she was in Xena.
yeah, she's so dope.
Virtual high five for being a Xena nerd like me.
I
Big
love
ass
Xena.
poster
I
right over here.
actually just started a Xena rewatch, if you can believe that. Like, I was like, oh my god, Xena's on Prime.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I got the entire collection at the thrift store the other day, like all the seasons and the bonus material for like $20.
Oh,
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
All right.
So
Wow.
yeah, so
That's
the Resident Alien panel was a lot of fun, and that cast is a blast. And all the women on the panel were like, "We want to be on the SyFy Sistas show," and I was like, "We're gonna make that happen."
Right.
Yeah. It was dope. It was awesome.
Fran will be happy. That's her show.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Because Fran is the reason why I got this panel. I'm going to say that loud and clear, because if it not for Fran Taylor, I would not have been watching Resident Alien. And Fran got me into Resident Alien. And once I started watching, I was hooked. And I just think it's such a fabulous show. And I'm so sad that it's canceled, because the writing on that show is just amazing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that was Sunday.
Yeah.
And
that was it.
The Don Lewis, by the way, the Don Lewis video, that full video. Well, first of all, thank you, Dave Gregory.
Yes.
For getting the video of that panel. And that is going to be available on Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Patreon members will get that. I'm thinking Friday. Yes, Friday probably. Maybe. Maybe. I'm still trying to recover from Vegas, y'all.
We all are.
I'm trying to get this all done, believe me.
Excuse me. Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. That's all of that's our slideshow from our family vacation out to Vegas land, you know.
That was Trek summer camp, as Jamal calls it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good name.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes, Patreon exclusive. I mean, this has been lovely, but it has been over 2 hours now that we have been on this thing by 1 minute. You guys are amazing, those of you who have stuck here with us tonight for this. Like, thank you. You know, thanks for the energy. Thanks for the love. Karen, Matt, Josh, thank you both, all three of you for being here. I've been talking too much.
And Ryan and Anne Marie.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also want to say thank you to because they're in the chat. Say Marge and Stephanie. I want to say thank you to them also.
Yes. Thank you for helping us
producers.
do what we do. And any other thank yous that I need to give before we
I want to say thank you to Karen, Matthew, Ayana May, Tamia, Josh, for all your pictures, because I took absolutely no pictures. So all those pictures you saw came from those people I just mentioned, because I took no pictures at all, as usual. But yeah, definitely want to thank my kid for stepping up and helping me out. She took off days from work to come. Not that it was a big,
I know,
she really wanted to come, believe me. But I do appreciate her working. She came to work.
She worked.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure I shouted her out. I know she couldn't be here because she gets up early to go to work. But I wanted to really say thank you to her for actually just, and she could have just came and just be like, well, I'm here, so I'm going to just enjoy myself. But she really came to work, and I do appreciate that. It really was, she made me proud that she came to work. So
yeah, and like I said, like the table wouldn't have run without those three people and Ayana May.
Yeah.
And they were a big help for everything. And I want to say a special shout out to Sister Sabrina. Thank you for making it through here with us.
Definitely.
I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah. And thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. I think that's it. I think that's all the thank yous. And I think that's all that my tongue can handle now. So,
well, just make sure we still have the Akutas for the podcast is still out. Next podcast is next Friday. You'll have to wait to see. That's a big get. So that's going to be a surprise for everybody. Friday at 12, you should get your exclusive video for Dawn Lewis on Patreon. And I think that's it for now. We will not be back for a live show until the week of Star Trek Day, which I think is the 9th. So we won't be back until if something like bonkers happens, then yeah, we'll be here. But for now, no. We need a break.
Yeah, we do. Tomorrow night is Sin.
Yep.
Sin goes sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie is, are you ready for this, folks? The Queen of Outer Space, starring Zsa Zsa Gabor, from 1958. And Fran and I are going to tell you why this movie is important.
All right.
You won't be disappointed.
Okay, guys. And
all right,
Josh,
do your outro.
thanks, everybody. Thanks. And I love you all. If you are, oh boy, I'm sorry. I just hit that wall. My brain just
I know. I felt it. I felt you hit it.
I know, right? So, if you are a brand, if you have a brand or you're an individual who you'd like to get your brand in front of our amazing audience who actually shops their beliefs, consider becoming a sponsor of the live show. You can find the link on the YouTube channel. You can also find it on our website at SyFySistas.com/sponsors. So please check it out and consider becoming a sponsor of the show. You guys, I love you and you're amazing. We are so out of here. Peace, love, and hair grease.